little guided tour before we just throw you in the car for your drive. So my name's Kate. I'm going to be your tour guide for the next 15 minutes or so. I'm going to take you through 3 display rooms that we have set up. And in each room, I'll just give you a little overview on some of the technology behind the LEAF. If you have any questions, I am more than happy to answer questions. This is a really big group, so I'm going to keep the questions to just a few in each room just because I want to get you guys driving sooner than later. And then when we get outside and you guys are waiting in line to drive, I'll answer as many questions as you want. We've got about 12 cars going around, so you shouldn't have to wait outside more than a couple minutes to get into a car. When you get back from your test drive, we've got a couple things that you can do here. Number 1, you can head into our recharge lounge, which is an area we have set up where you can watch some videos about the LEAF, like the making of the polar bear commercial is in there. Also, if you want a brochure, you can grab one there. And we have some folks here today from Georgia Power who can answer questions. If you have any questions about local infrastructure or the price of charging, things like that, you can talk to the Georgia Power folks. And lastly, we have a little station set up where you can make a video. You get 30 seconds to tell us why you want to win a Nissan LEAF. And one person will be actually chosen at the end of the tour, and that person will get a free car. So definitely, if you are not too camera shy, hop on camera and make a video before you leave the tour today. So here in this room, this is the battery pack that powers up the Nissan LEAF. Most people will never get to see it opened up like this. This is a good opportunity for you guys because generally in the car it is completely sealed. This is a laminated lithium-ion style battery. This battery pack has been in research and development stages at Nissan for about 18 years. It's been quite a long time we've been working on this battery pack. Before this battery, we worked with other types of batteries. And that's really what this room is all about. This is kind of a history of how we got to the Nissan LEAF. All of the cars that you see hanging up in this room are electric vehicles that Nissan has produced over the years, dating all the way back to 1947. So this is just kind of a neat look at where we've come from. One car I do like to point out is this car right here, the Prairie Joy EV. I know it just looks like a typical white station wagon from the 90s, but that was actually the first car in the world to be street driven with a lithium-ion battery pack. So that's when we really started working with this technology. And of course, we've come a long way from that car to the laminated style lithium-ion battery pack you see here. I'm going to show you guys a quick video clip. It's just about 30 seconds long, but it'll give you a little good information on the battery technology.
Nissan LEAF stores its energy in 48 lithium-ion battery modules. Inside each module are 4 battery cells. Their advanced laminated design allows them to fit snugly under the LEAF floorboards. This doesn't just optimize cabin space, it also gives the LEAF a low center of gravity for seriously fun handling.
Alright, and I just paused it there so you can see right where the battery is located in the floorboard of the vehicle. It weighs about 600 pounds. So when we say a low center of gravity, that's why we say that, because the battery pack is quite heavy in the center of the vehicle. A few basic facts that are important about the battery. Number 1 is the price to charge. So on average in the US, a full charge will cost you about $2.75 for every 100 miles of driving. In Atlanta, it's actually a little bit less than that. If you happen to be with Georgia Power, if Georgia Power is your electric company, you can actually get a discounted rate for driving an electric vehicle. So if you charge the car at night between 11 and 7, it can be as low as 5 cents per kilowatt hour, which comes out to about $1.25 for 100 miles. So that's some of the lowest rates I've actually heard about anywhere in the country, about $0.015 per mile. It's not bad. The warranty on the battery pack is for 8 years or 100,000 miles. That's for any defects at all. You just bring it back to Nissan and you would be covered. And the life expectancy on the battery is much longer than 100,000 miles. What happens over time is that lithium-ion batteries do gradually lose some capacity. So what that means is that 100,000 miles, this car will hold about 80% of its initial charge, or 80 miles of range at that point, as opposed to 100 miles of range. So then it's really up to you. If you want to keep driving for a few more years with 80 miles of range, that's completely fine. If you want to come in at that point and get a new battery pack, It's hard to predict the exact price of changing out the battery pack 10 years from now because of course the price of technology changes so fast. But our goal is to make it something that's affordable so that you could purchase a new battery pack, or there may be options in the future for different chemistries of batteries, different ranges of battery packs. So that's something that we want to make as affordable for you guys as possible. When we take the battery pack back, Nissan will take care of the recycling. It is 100% recyclable, so no part of it will ever go into a landfill, which I think is extremely important. So that's the deal with the battery pack. I'm going to show you guys how to charge it really quick, and then I'll take a couple questions. If you guys spin around for a moment and face the back of the room there, thank you. We've got some charging stations right back here. So this right here is an in-home charging dock. Basically, if you purchase a LEAF, you've got 3 options for charging: level 1, level 2, and level 3. Level 1 is what we call a trickle charge. That means you plug the car into a 110 outlet. We give you a plug, it comes with the car, so you can plug it into any outlet you want, anytime you want. The only drawback to charging at a 110 outlet, does anyone know what it is?
Takes so long.
Exactly, time of charging. Almost all of you knew that. So it takes a long time to charge on the 110 outlet. It's about 20 hours from empty to full. One nice thing about the little 110 plug that we give you with the car is that there is no negative effect on these batteries if you partial charge them. They have no memory. So if you want to plug it in at a friend's house for a few hours, or you spend the night at a friend's, you plug it in overnight on a 110 outlet, you basically get 5 miles every hour. So that's 40 to 50 miles overnight in 8 to 10 hours. So a great option to just keep in the trunk of your car and use it when you want to. This is what we recommend for home because it's much faster. This is an in-home charging dock. It uses a 220 volt circuit and it charges the car in 8 hours from empty to full. So way faster. If you get that discounted utility rate and you want to charge your car from 11 to 7 at night, you just set the car to only charge from 11 to 7. Then even if you plug it in at 8 p.m., it won't turn on until 11. That way you don't have to get out of bed at 11 or go outside and plug in your car at 11 o'clock. You just set a timer. This plug is now standardized. That's really important because what that means is every electric vehicle that comes out from now on will use this plug. That includes every electric vehicle you've probably been hearing press about in the news. They'll all use the same plug. And all the standard charging stations that are installed around town will use this plug as well. The city of Atlanta has said they're planning to install about 50 standard charging stations this year. So those would all have this plug. So that's your second option for charging. And the price of this, if you're curious, it's roughly about $2,000 to buy it and install it and warranty it. And there's currently a 30% tax credit on whatever you spend. So you could get 30% back at the end of the year. The last option for charging is level 3. Level 3 is going to a fast charge station. This is something you can only do in public. So at home, you can use this, and that's your fastest way to go. In public, you can go to a fast charge station. The first places you'll see these will be Best Buy, select BP locations, select Walgreens locations, and select Cracker Barrel locations, actually. They've all signed contracts to install these. But at a fast charge station, it's 25 minutes for 80 miles, or 80%. Way faster. So if you want to do more than 100 miles in a day, you just swing by a Best Buy store somewhere with a fast charge station. Most likely you would pay a flat rate for that fast charge. We don't know exactly what it will be yet because it varies per location. But then you'd pay that rate, you'd charge for 20 minutes, and you'd be on your way again. So those are your 3 options for charging. Are there any questions you guys have about charging or batteries? Wow, I don't think that's ever happened. Okay.
Are they going to come up with an app so you can find out where charging stations are?
Excellent question. The car comes with GPS, and the GPS will have all the charging stations pre-wired into it. And that GPS system, I'll talk about this in the next room, but it's actually updated wirelessly. So it'll be updated for free wirelessly for the first 3 years, as often as you want. Any other questions? Yes, sir. Yeah, there are federal tax credits for commercial ventures that install charging equipment. I don't know the exact credit amounts as compared to what consumers pay, but that's something you definitely should check into on the IRS website.
You said the car comes with a little trickle charger,
Yes, sir.
so you would essentially have two that can put it in on station and still get a trickle charger.
Oh yeah, the car comes with the plugs, so you've got that no matter what. And then of course if you buy this, then you can use this as well. And if you decide not to get in-home charging equipment, then it's something that you can do later. So if you think you might not want it and then you decide you want it, you can always purchase it.
Yeah, I'm a licensed electrical contractor in Georgia, so if I bought one of those, I could actually install it myself.
I believe that you have to talk to the AeroVironment representative who's here to be sure, but I believe they have a cash and carry option where you can purchase it outright. I think it's just not warranted then, because if you do the work yourself, then they can't warranty. Yeah,
Is it going to be field warranty?
absolutely not. No, the vehicle warranty is good no matter how you charge the car. Last question, yeah.
Is there a projection as to how many more stations will be in Georgia after the first year?
I wish that I knew an exact number for Georgia. For some states, I could answer that easily because there are some states that are part of a bigger federal project to install charging infrastructure. Unfortunately, Georgia is not one of those states yet, so I don't have an exact number. I can tell you Westfield Malls has expressed an interest, Simon Malls have expressed an interest, Target stores. So I know you'll start seeing them once the cars are out, but I can't say exactly how many. Good question though. So guys, these are all great questions. Thank you so much for the interest. We're gonna head straight to the next room. So just go out this door, turn right, and follow the little walkway into the next glass structure.